If you thought the zone was bad, well, it's even worse in winter. It's the same, but colder and harsher. Mutants are hungrier than ever. Snow and frost cover the ground, and anomalies now freeze you to death. And the blizzard, man, you don't want to go out during the blizzard. Hopefully the agroprom is a nice place to stay. We have everything we need at the Stalker base. I have no idea how these traders manage to get all their goods from the outside. But I'm not complaining. Also, duty guys keep us safe from monsters. Although, now that I mention it, I see even less and less duty stalkers these days. I wonder what they're up to. Anyway, I've decided to not play the hero and wait here until the weather gets better. Sure, I've got a mission to complete, but it can wait. Besides, who's gonna do it if I'm dead, right? When I go outside, it's never for too long and never too far from the base. Well, because of this situation, I'm not making much money, so I ended up selling my artifact. It will keep me fed for a few more weeks. While I'm here, I've tried to learn the most I could about the zone, eagerly listening to the tales and stories of veterans told around the campfire. Most of it is just rumors and legends, I imagine, but sometimes you can catch some important information. For instance, someone knew something about the Pioneer, this guy mentioned in the PDA I found. Apparently, the Pioneer was a legendary stalker, one of the first to discover the zone and how to survive inside of it. Sadly, nobody has seen him for over a month now, and it appears that he disappeared in very strange circumstances. All the members of his squad were found dead, but he was nowhere to be seen. Well, that's another mystery of the zone for you. The underground might be dark and scary. At least it's not snowing in there. I've realized that the tunnel system under the agroprom might be much bigger than what I imagined. The diggers were right. It's a real opportunity to grab some loot. The thing is, many parts of the underground are currently inaccessible. Either they are collapsed or locked up behind solid metal doors. That does not seem to stop the guys though. They've started to dig their way down, slowly but surely breaking any obstacle in their way. They're not called diggers for nothing, that's for sure. Well, it's gonna take some time, but eventually they'll break into the abandoned parts, and that's when they will hit the jackpot. Too bad I'll be long gone before that. Time is flying, it's 2012 already. The weather has calmed down for the past few days, so I've been preparing to finally leave. My route is planned, my guns locked and loaded, the backpack full of supplies. I'm ready to go north. Next stop, the 100 Rats Bar. So I'm at the garbage again. The area itself has not really changed since my last visit. It's still full of radioactive junk, dangerous anomalies and blind dogs. What has changed, however, is the people. No more duty guards on site, only small groups of bandits and loners roaming around, trying to get their hands on any piece of loot they can find. I didn't waste my time here, rushed straight to the northern checkpoint, while keeping a low profile, and everything went okay. The problem came at the gates towards the bar. A platoon of duty soldiers is at the entrance, blocking the way. It turns out the faction was indeed up to something big, as they moved out of their old base and established their new territory in Rostock. Now they're sitting here, nitpicking who can go further north and who can fuck off. And guess what? They wouldn't let me pass. Well, screw these bastards. I need to go north. So I came up with a simple plan. Wait the night, sneak past the guards, climb the fence and get my ass out of here without a sound. I've observed the sentries. It should be easy to do it out of their sight, but the no sound part will be the biggest challenge. That's it. The sun has set and it's dark now. I removed my boots to walk more silently, and slowly made my way to the spot I noticed earlier. One of the most dangerous things about sneaking by into the zone is that you need to turn off all of your devices, PDA, lights, and anomaly detector. So I'm here in complete darkness. I can't see shit, and if there was an anomaly, I would only notice it at the very last moment, if I notice it at all. But there will be no anomaly. I made sure of it. I checked the path I'll take like 1,000 times when it was the day. Yet I can't stop thinking about what would happen if I made a false step. Not to mention that if I'm caught, I might be shot like a bandit. Well, time to focus. I went so slowly that it took me hours to get to the fence, climb onto it, get on the other side and crawl at a safe distance from the duty camp. It felt like an eternity, but I made it, unnoticed. So that's the bar everyone's talking about. Nothing too fancy, I guess, but you can meet some interesting people there, or so I've heard. Unfortunately, when I entered the place, I was in for an unpleasant surprise. Pucks, the rookie stalker that I lied to in the cordon at the beginning of my journey, well, he was there. As I quickly understood, he had already told everyone around here that I couldn't be trusted. I was met with cold and unfriendly looks, and it became clear that no one was going to answer my questions. I even tried to explain myself, see if I could make up for what I did, but it was too late. Pucks refused to talk to me. With my reputation at the 100 Rads ruined, there is no use in trying to stay around. I just picked up my stuff and left. Damn it, I knew this shit would turn against me eventually. To vent off my frustration, I decided to concentrate on the task at hand. The military warehouses are a bit more to the north. All I have to do is follow the road. If I'm lucky, I'll be there at dawn. Alright, I'm finally here. Upon arrival, I was intercepted by a squad of stalkers in green uniforms, but they were not from the army. In fact, these guys are from the Freedom faction, the one Duty's been at war with. Thankfully, they are pretty friendly, at least if you are a neutral, and they don't filter who can step on their territory or not. So I had a chat with them and learned about the situation around here. Damn, it's even worse than I thought. The platoon of soldiers who defended the warehouses was wiped out some time ago, and these Freedom dudes made their new headquarters in the place. This means that the antenna must be under their control. Also, the infamous Brain Scorcher is nearby, just to the north. The Freedomers have set up some sort of outpost at the edge of its area of effect, called the Barrier. That's where they defended the southern zone from everything that's coming from the center. A lot of monsters, but also the troops of a mysterious cult of fanatics, known as the Monolith. Interesting. I wonder who those Monolith guys are, and how they can freely move beyond the Scorcher. Anyway, Under military control or not, I'm going to find this antenna. I just hope it's still working.